Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. We're headed toward the back stretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, it's Lacey. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Oof, and after that pick 6, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. We've got to keep going.
And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Rebels offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. It's complete on the right side. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Gonna run it. It's Lacey. Knocked down immediately. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job seeing the crosser, going to him, breaking on the football, getting the tackle, and now forcing the 4th down.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Quick give. It's Cobb. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Keep it on the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football. Establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Nimrod. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Keeps it himself. Pulls it on the option. Got some green grass. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him. And a nice gain offensively here. This is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
Left side, it's Johnson. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping.
They ran it on first down, now on second. They go to the counter. Down he goes.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Brown will throw it. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Out wide left, it's Lacey. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Quarterback changing the play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab, it's Cook. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Got enough for the first down. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
And it was amazing to watch Kejuan Lacy take off last year. Like, he was at Missouri the year before, and you were kind of like, he's not that great of a player. All of a sudden, goes to Ole Miss, and you see the speeds, the long stride, the playmaking ability. This was an offense at Ole Miss that was built around him a year ago, and he's back, and I expect him to be fed and fed well.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll move the tight end. Trying to run, it's Lacy. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Rebels. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. With the catch, it's Singleton. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Fighting for it. It's Kane. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Straight ahead, it's Cobb. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On the ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Left side, it's Nimrod. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. This time they'll throw it. Caught, it's Lacy. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. In the backfield, it's Lacy. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Lacy. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. On the ground. Swamped immediately.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? Beck's got it. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown will throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Chambliss. Out wide right, it's Lacey. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got his man. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. What a disappointment. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Fighting Irish, eyeing an 8th straight victory today. It's been a dream start to the season, and this game has been no different. This fan base is fired up. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Brown wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Between the hashes, it's Johnson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Running inside, it's Cobb. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down to the air. Right side, it's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Burrowing for yardage. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Hits inside. It's Cobb. Stopped right there.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Under pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Rush is on. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He's looking to pass. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They're all over it. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Looking to pass, it's Chambliss. Out wide right, it's Lacy. Makes a grab and room to run. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap him from the 39. From the gun, it's Lacy. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Got it in the middle, it's Cook. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Moves the pocket. It's Chambliss. Right side, it's Lacy. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Motion from the back. Here's a give to Washington. Breaks the tackle. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Good enough for a first down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Kane. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. Look out. There he goes. The 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Quick give. It's Lacy. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Lacy. Turns it on in midfield. Makes the grab in their space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. They've got the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Auburn offense. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that one. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Good timing on the quick out. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Using his feet. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. Right side, it's Johnson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. They were all over it.
got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Second and long here. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Near the 4-yard line. First and goal, Auburn.
Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Chambliss. Out wide right, it's Alexander. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first. Left side is Gill. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
Caught, and he's got room. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score, like you said, Reese. Work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
Well, at this point of the game, the defense now is substituting their personnel. They've got their dime package in the game. There's a lot of DBs out there. They know this offense is going to have to throw the football to climb back in this game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Drops back. It's Chambliss. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And what a big 3rd down stop for this defense, and now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no, it's not. Like what are we doing? The field goal doesn't do much here. Huge 4th down coming for this offense. Got to find that best play. Got to get in the end zone.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. He wants to throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And how about this defense coming up big, man? They give up some yardage. They get down the field, but on 4th and goal, they get the big stop. They still have the lead. They get the ball back. That's the way you bow your neck up in crunch time.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Wide receiver going in motion. Using his legs, it's Cobb. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Handoff again. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit, and he really needs to get away a good kick here. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.